What up, GSD50JP in the house. Right now, I'm going to, what is that place called? Man, it was just on the sign that just went by. Kawachi Nagano. And one of my friends, African friend, he real cool. He always invite me over to his house and stuff, you know. And, he got a family and everything, real cool. And, anyway, he got a friend, and, she's a Japanese lady, older lady, real old, you know. And she's really nice, but super duper rich. You know what I'm saying? She's real nice, you know. And she has events and stuff at her house sometimes in her yard. And well, look at that, so beautiful, so beautiful, beautiful. You guys remember that? Elmer Fudd, I think it was back in the days. They used to do something like that. But anyway. How can I say that? Okay. Anyway, she's having an event and stuff, and so they invited me to go. So I'm on my way over there, and it's a, you know, she got a lot of like different people in the neighborhood, kids and older women and all kinds of people. They come and do different kind of performances and stuff, you know, dancing and singing and whatever, you know. And last time I went was a few years ago, and I met this one Japanese guy. He was like 19 years old, and he was like a champion for whistling and stuff in the United States. I think they had the whistling contest in North Carolina or something, and he was he won it in the States. It was real cool too. And I got some pictures with him. I forget his name, but it's real cool. Hopefully he'll be there today, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going up there, and anyway, I wanted to talk about. Black people are forgetting what black people look like, and it's interesting because originally we first went to Africa. I mean, not Africa, but America. You know, we look like Africans. What they look like then, I guess, and what they probably more like look like now. And not saying that everybody looked exactly the same. Of course, there are going to be some variations, but still, you know, it's interesting how like you'll get some. You have some people, some black people that'll say, well, that person got big lips. I'm like, huh? Isn't that normal for black people to have big lips? That person got a big nose. Well, isn't that normal for people, black people to have a big nose? Or that person is too black. I'm like, what? Wait, gotta put the brakes on and like, too black? What's too black? You know what I'm saying? It's just black, you know. Well, you know, we're not that black. I'm like, well, maybe you're not that black, but I wish I was that black. And there are black people that are that black, you know. And some of the people that's that black don't even call themselves black anyway. They call themselves wherever they're from. Not saying that they know that, you know what I'm saying? Because black, the word black has so many different meanings. And usually when I get into it with these white guys and stuff, oh, they not black. He's Jamaican. And I'm like, well, you know, your definition of black and my definition of black are different. And then one guy actually asked me, and I told him, I said that black just means non-white people. And I didn't get a comment back from him, so I guess he pretty much understood. Bingo! What I was talking about. Look at the color of these trees. I think it's called koyo or something like that. Koyo or something like that. It's so beautiful. Right now this is Route 170, and it is just so beautiful over here. But anyway, yes, you know, it's really interesting, you know, you get these comments and stuff, because basically what it is it's like when I was coming up, you know, when you're black, okay, fine, you know, we call ourselves black and whatever, you know, and you know, we have people that got some big lips, and I mean, sometimes people do get talked about because of their lips and stuff, you know, especially when Roots came out, you know, because I was called Kunta Kinte everywhere I went and stuff, you know, and it was all cool. I was like, whatever, you know, but as time goes by, it's like, you know, people are, I guess black people are they subconsciously, you know, maybe picking people with smaller noses so that their offspring or they, you know, were born with a smaller nose or smaller lips or whatever. And like that one video that that caused a lot of controversy with the how Japanese people view black people, and actually as somebody, you know, they just clipped it out there and just made that title so that they could get some views and stuff, whatever, I guess. But because it actually is from a show, and I still haven't watched that movie yet. But it's interesting because a lot of Japanese people out here have big noses, and I guess because they don't show those people on TV, you don't know. Like the girl, when a lot of my students, the young kids, they got, some got long noses, some got wide noses, but a lot of them got wide noses, and their noses are just about almost as, they're just probably less than maybe an eighth of an inch shy of the end of their lips, and it's really interesting, and I see a lot of that all the time out here, and I was talking to one of my friends, Mr. Watanabe, and he's in my with Mr. Watanabe video, and if you actually look at the video, it's having lunch with Mr. Watanabe, and if you look at his nose, he has a big nose. It's not wide, but it comes out and it's thick, and there are a lot of Japanese people out here that have thick, fleshy noses, and like I said, I've seen a lot of, especially the older Japanese, women got lips bigger than mine, and I was like, wow, and it's just really interesting how, wow, I'm almost there, that was fast, how can I say that? It's really interesting, how the mentality of blacks when they see, that when they saw that, how a lot of people really got angry, and it's really interesting because the more I think about that, and the more I walk around and I see people, there are Japanese people whose nose are really, really close to that, and maybe because you guys are watching TV and you watching those mangas and everybody got these white slimline noses and stuff like that, and if they got a black character, then they'll have a wide nose. But you guys need to really get over here. Whoa, that is so beautiful up there. You guys see the colors? Man, I wish this thing had zoom on it. That would be nice. But I should just, I just need to stop and whip out my Nikon and just take pictures of this. Wow, this is so beautiful. Wow, and this is like, you guys see that? Can you guys see that? The trees, it would be lovely living over here, because definitely you have to have a car. But it's nice though, wow. Changing of the seasons. Oh wait, let's see if I can. It did have focus. Yeah. Anyway, but it's just really, really, really interesting, and what's really sorry to say is like, how you got those videos where they say that, how they say the media portrays black women as loud and obnoxious or whatever, I guess. I forgot what it's called. And if you actually turn around and look at other people, other women aren't that much different. Like these Japanese women out here, especially these Japanese women out here, and one of my friends, Korean girls, man, they just go off. And, they'll be in an apartment and just be going off, and out on the streets and just go off, and it's just a trip, So you sisters, if y'all mad, stay mad. The guys that's saying all this stuff, I just ignore them, because, I just ignore them, because evidently you got a reason to get upset, and if they can't calm you down, then you don't need to be with them. Let them find some strong woman that'll make a slave out of them or whatever, But yeah, it's just interesting, we forgetting what black look like, That's like, I could say the earth is black, the earth ain't black, but what is the earth? The earth is earth, soil, right? And when it's in its pure natural stage, it's black, and then, dead animal, and then, what happened? Oh, and then as the soil dies and the nutrients are robbed of it and not replaced,